Good afternoon, everyone. I thank you for allowing me the honor of being here to celebrate with you today. The Bond Head Women's Institute has been in operation for 103 years, from what I've been told. That's a century of combined volunteerism, contributions, and dedication to our community. The Institute has always been and continues to be a valued group within the community of Bond Head and within the town of BWG. And we are proud to see the legacy continue today. I'm here today to share my sincere congratulations with the Institute, and particularly with a specific group of women who have dedicated countless hours, weekends, and years of giving back to their community. Leila, Grace, Diane, Sheila, and Alice, thank you for everything you have contributed during your time with the Bond Head Women's Institute. Thank you for your dedication and sharing the gift of volunteerism over the last several decades. As you pass the baton to the next generation of volunteers, I hope you can look back at your experience with the Institute, proud of everything you've accomplished. I speak on behalf of your council, past and present, and the residents of Bond Head and Bradford, West Gwillibury, when I say we are certainly proud of your long-standing devotion to our community. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. I can tell you 60-some years of service is amazing when it comes to volunteerism. I moved to Bradford 25 years ago, and I started volunteering as a young father. I had kids in sports and everything. And I volunteered with Samuel Creek for 20 years, and I thought that was quite an accomplishment. This is amazing, what these ladies have done over 60-plus years of service. I really, truly thank you, because it is very important to every community to have volunteers like yourselves. So I thank you for allowing me to grace the presence of you fine ladies who be here today. I think it's a wonderful thing that everybody's done, and I certainly support the WL. And I certainly support the IW when it comes to what is it again? Incredible women.
Yes.
Incredible women. So thank you, and I do have certificates, councils here. So I have, again, I know we introduced, but Councillor Peter Dykey of Ward 7 is here, been a long-standing member in our council. Councillor Peter Ferragini, which is Ward 5, and it's this is his ward here. So we appreciate Councillor Peter Ferragini, who's been here for a while. Councillor Ben Burkite, which is Ward 3 on the other side of Bond Head. He's a new member on our council. Councillor Cheryl-Lee Dehaney, Ward 1. She's a new councillor on our council. She has the newer part of Bradford. And Councillor Jonathan Scott, Ward 2, which is a member of the Presbyterian Church and a long-standing member of our community. So I want to thank Council for being here today and sharing this with us. So we'll do some presentations after we don't mind.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much, everyone.
Actually, a first cousin of my wife. So Shirley, you're a longtime neighbor, lived just down the road. So it's great to be able to recognize you and Alice as well, and Mrs. Mandors. So congratulations. I'd just like to say how important it is. The Women's Institute have been here for years and years and years. I'd like to thank Miriam King for putting in I read one of her articles. In 1902, the first Bond Head Women's Institute started, but it didn't last very long because they had trouble getting executives, president and secretary treasurer. So for Leila to be president for over 25 years, Grace, all the work you've done as secretary treasurer for 25 years. So it wasn't until 1920 that, and it was June the 9th, 1920. So for 103 years, 3 days, the Bond Head Women's Institute has been going strong. So congratulations, and thank you for inviting me to be
I tell you, I will try to keep that bar high, because I really do respect Mayor Keffer. He was a great man to work with, a great mentor for bringing me to where I am today and being the mayor of Bradford. It's a real honor and a pleasure to be here. So I really respect this gentleman, and I think he did a great job for our community. It would give me great honor to have him beside me to give these awards out, because this is really where he should be doing this. I mean, he is the person that's been around longer than I have, so I want to thank him for that, and I hope you want to stay here with us. And be careful. Are you ready to get back in? So if I could invite all of council up here too, we have certificates that we'd like to hand out. So we can just come and I know our first stand here, if you don't mind, all of us up here. And you can go each one. So I know we have, right now we have Peter Dyke as a certificate. So can I, do you want me to read that out, or you want to read that out?
We have to deliver.
Diana's not here, so I just wanted to read it out. So Certificate of Achievement, the Corporation of the Town of Bradford, Gwillibury, conveys sincere congratulations to Diane Van Horst in recognition of the 25 years of service with the Bond Head Women's Institute. Congratulations on your years of exemplary service. Through your volunteer work, the community has benefited from your tireless efforts in heritage preservation, education sessions, mentorship, care, compassion, and support to the entire BWG community. Your contributions and years of dedication to these significant issues are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your service. Wishing you continued success with all of your future endeavors. And we wanted to give that to Diane on behalf of council, so I apologize she's not here, but if you just leave that one, you want to hold that one?
Yeah,
Want to come down?
down?
Yeah, please come down and accept that on behalf of Diane, if you don't mind. Take a picture with Mayor Pepper.
Where are we? Oh, sorry, I don't know where I'm looking.
Pepper? I think it's more fitting for you.
I have the honor to present this to Lila Lloyd. The Corporation of the Town of Bradford, West Gwillibury conveys sincere congratulations to Lila Lloyd in the recognition of 63 years of service with Bond Head Women's Institute. Congratulations on your years of exemplary service. Small print.
That's why you passed the order. Through your volunteer work, the community has benefited from your tireless efforts in heritage preservation, education sessions, mentorship, care, compassion, and support to the entire BWG community. Your contributions and years of dedication to these significant issues are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your service, wishing you continued success with all your future endeavors. And it's signed by the Mayor, James Leduc, and the Deputy Mayor, Raj Sandhu. And can I just say to all you ladies, thank you so much for all your volunteer work. It is getting harder and harder now to get volunteers out. Everybody seems to be too busy, but if we didn't have people like you volunteering, we wouldn't have the great community that we have and what we've built on. So thank you so much. Yeah, we get everybody.
Bringing these beautiful flowers for Our Lady. Sophia, if you want to give it to them, please.
Now?
Maybe we'll leave it here a little
We're going to leave it as a display right now. And
But
then we'll
don't
do it
forget.
after.
But thank you so much to you and your family. Thank you.
And we have, Peppercut, you want to read it or?
Sure.
Okay.
So, Certificate of Achievement for Alice Lloyd in recognition of 64 years of service with the Bond Head Women's Institute. Congratulations on your years of exemplary service. Through your volunteer work, the community has benefited from your tireless efforts in heritage preservation, education sessions, mentorship, care, compassion, and support to the entire BWG community. Your contribution and years of dedication to these significant issues are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your service, Alice. Wishing you continued success with all your future endeavors. Dated on this day, the 12th day of June, 2023, signed by Mayor James Leduc, Deputy Mayor Raj Sandhu. Thank you, Alice.
I'm happy to accept it. It's a lot of years of service. Do you want me to move over here?
Thank you. Well, congratulations to all the incredible women. Congratulations on your achievement and your accomplishment over the years serving and adding value in our community through volunteering and impacting lives. Well, I have the honor of presenting this certificate of achievement to Shirley Brown. And it reads, through your volunteer work, the community has benefited from your tireless efforts in heritage preservation, education sessions, mentorship, care, compassion, and support to the entire BWG community. Your contributions and years of dedication to these significant issues are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your service. Wishing you continued success with all of your future endeavors. Is Shirley here today? All right.
That would be good enough.
Yeah.
I think it's good enough. On this side? Yeah.
When Leila speaks, we all have to listen. I'm just used to this.
As a school teacher.
Okay, I just want to tell you that when Cheryl came to our door, she had been down the street and campaigning for a vote. And one of our neighbors down the street said, well, you need to go to the house up the street. She works for the Women's Institute. So when you came to our door, you asked me about Women's Institute. I told you briefly and you said, I'm going to look it up.
I remember who you are.
And Cheryl Lee has looked it up.
Yes.
Potential new member.
Forums downstairs.
There you go. They've got them all ready.
We need new members to bond in.
All right, I'll call up our last member of council, John Scott, and give the next award.
Thank you. Well, I have the honor of presenting an award to Grace Elliott for 65 years of service. I won't read the certificate because if you hadn't included by now, they were all the same. But I will just say, this is honoring 5 women who, between all of you, have served nearly over 400 years. And to put into context, 65 years is, I think, 2 years, almost to the day, since the Leafs last won. Mrs. Elliott, your family's here. I grew up seeing you every Sunday, and you'd ask me how things were going. Your late husband Ross especially would ask me every Sunday how things were going. So it's an honor to present this, and it's an honor to be here for 5 women. I think between the 5 of you, I have a apple orchard, 2 Sunday school teachers, a piano teacher, and several other surrogate moms, including Mrs. Lloyd, who's probably the only woman other than my mom my dad's afraid of. So, and it runs in the family, so this is a great honor, Mrs. Elliott.
Quite honored to be with all these people.
I love it.
I guess being in 2 choirs in Newmarket in Bradford, I'm kind of used to this, and also being president. I am so pleased to see so many with the counselors and all my executive and people that we have in the district here. Happy guys, I'm happy to see you, and happy to see all the neighbors and all the friends. And I'm special happy to see the Ontario president, because I've been at so many conferences, and I'm just so happy somebody's here, and also the president-elect, and also everybody. I've been with the Women's Institute so much, and I said, that was my education. I also enjoyed every minute I was with. And you wouldn't believe the conference I have. I'm too bad I'm old as I am. I can't remember all the presidents' names, but I've sat with them at the table and everything. And yes, and I hope everybody have a good day. Come on, guys. Keep joining the Women's Institute. We need all you can to come to it. It's a good organization of all Canada, of all the world. Right, ladies?
Right.
Yes. Hope you have a good day.
Received awards today from our community. I really appreciate their effort and their work that they've done for us. And I look forward to doing it in the future again with other ladies that we can give these awards out to. Maybe one day our own Councillor Charlene Dehaney will be receiving an award. I want to thank Liz and her team for allowing council to be here today to share in this. I really think it's a great honor to be here today, so thank you very, very much. And I thank council for being here today also. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I turn it back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Leduc, and to all of our councillors for being here. Thank you so much. So, we're almost done, but before we are finished, we still have a couple of things that we want to present to our ladies. So, Doug Ford apparently was busy today. I don't know, had something else to do. But we did receive certificates, which Deborah will now hand out. It says, on behalf of the Government of Ontario, I'm pleased to congratulate Leila Lloyd on 63 years of exemplary service with Bondhead Women's Institute. Your commitment and hard work have helped to build a better Ontario. I wish you all the best, Doug Ford, Premier. And we have the same for Grace Elliott. So one of the fun things that Women's Institute does is we're just a bunch of creative people, and we just, are over the top sometimes in our thinking. So as some of you know, we do community lunches. This is kind of how it started at Tech Week, Will, and we're like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to make some aprons and have some nice sayings, like the one I was wearing that I forgot to take off when you guys came in. It said, proud to be Women's Institute. And what we did is we made some special aprons for you ladies today, so you have it as a momentum to take home the colors of the Women's Institute. And if Deborah will stand here and hold it up proudly. If you could just hold one up so they can see. And thank you so much, Dan Clarkson, who is the creative master. Thank you again, Anne, for doing that. Wear it with pride. They do wash, if you spill. And then the last thing I want to say is that the Bondhead Women's Institute, through one of our newest members, Deborah Scott, we were able to, through her company, so a thriving company here in our community, able to get you glasses that have the etching of Women's Institute. We'll put them back in the boxes because they're real crystal. We don't want to break them, but we want to say thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for everything you do. I don't think I missed anything, and I'm sure if I did, you'll tell me on the way out. But what we have prepared downstairs is a strawberry social. When we were looking to celebrate these women, I was reading in the minutes from before COVID where there was, oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Where there was an intent by the Bondhead Women's Institute to do a strawberry social, and I read it in the minutes, and I thought, wouldn't that be lovely if we could pay tribute to these women post-COVID and have a strawberry social. So today, we put together some strawberry shortcake and some other desserts if you don't like strawberry shortcake, and you're welcome to join us downstairs in 1 minute. And thank you, Deborah, for reminding me. I also wanted to say that, as you know, Women's Institute is about women. But we are strong women who are so smart that we understand that the value in our lives are the men who stand behind us. We stand together. And when we come out and do our events, you gotta be kidding if you think we're doing it all, because we're not. We have men who are vacuuming and setting up chairs and tables and taking things down and dragging boxes, and there's always other little list of things that they have to do, right? And so I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Jim, for being here, Jim Gilmore, who's my husband, who's here and has been vacuuming and helping this morning. To Mark, who is Andrea's husband, and he is always here supporting us. To Butch, who is always here helping with tables and chairs, thank you so much. To John Bainham for this sound system so you guys could actually hear us today. And I also want to thank CTV and Bradford today. Our media support is tremendous. This morning when I received the phone call, especially from CTV, to say that when they read the little snippet and they understood what we were doing, you wanted to be here. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for recognizing how different this celebration is. Thank you for being here, all of you. Really appreciate you. And my last thank you is to a very special man who for 63 years has been the back support to our Leela Lloyd, Mr. Edgar Lloyd. And I have to tell you that when we have our meetings, he's always in the background. And I've learned that if you feed him food, he'll stick around and help do dishes, as a matter of fact. I'm on to you, Eddie. And he's always been there no matter what we've needed. He drives Leela, he supports Leela, he's an incredible support. So we thought we wanted to honor you today as well because of your sweet ability that you have. We brought you some sweets to take home just in case you're not full after being downstairs. And we've got you a mug that says, sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. So when you're drinking your coffee or tea in the morning, you'll remember how much our Women's Institute appreciates everything you do for us. Thank you, Eddie. One last reminder that I promise it's time to eat. Okay, so on your way out, when you look, there's the quilts, there's the Techweed Will Institute, some of the different paraphernalia that we have, some of the souvenirs in the collections. There's also Grace Elliott's family brought in some of her memorabilia over the years. Please take a look and pay attention as well when you're downstairs because we do have a bulletin board which really just talks about, in this case, not the bond head, but the Techweed Will in terms of some of the efforts that have been done by this Women's Institute. We're so fortunate, as Rob Keffer was saying, to have two Women's Institutes in close proximity. We have all become friends and we try to support each other as much as we can. And if you want to take a look at any of the things down there and you have any questions, please let us know. But now I'd like to invite you, come downstairs, have a cup of tea, have a coffee, have some sweets, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Oh, Deborah. And please sign the card at the registration desk. All we need is your name. What we will be doing for the 5 ladies is we will be having it printed so that they have a nice souvenir that they'll remember how special today was and who came to support them. So you can just do that as well. Thank you, Deborah. Did I forget anything else?
No,
Okay,
just need to get
your release is good.
and then downstairs.
Yes, thank you.